Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hi.
Enthusiastic as always. We are.
At least I'm consistent, dude.
I mean, yeah, I'm inconsistent. It's fine. We're talking about Carole and Tuesday. As we always do, we want to start off yay or nay.
I want to say this first.
Okay.
I was not a fan of the animation style.
That's fair.
With that in mind, it reminded me a lot of it kind of reminded me of Ghibli and like older school style animation. And
I
like
I
I was not a big fan of the animation style. That being said though, the story like it took a couple episodes, but it wasn't bad.
yeah. It takes
Like
it takes its time to get going.
I do recommend watching this. But I would not say it was great. It was a pretty cute story. Like there were some good moments and stuff in it, like kind of like funny and like heartwarming and stuff like that. And but like I said, it did take past episode 2 for it to really kind of like start picking up. And like the first episode, I did not like it. I thought it was bad. It was boring. It was just whatever. But like as I continued watching it, episode 2 kind of like was okay, and then 3 onward is where it started to get good. Like the plot was really cool. The music was really I liked the music in it.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to point out was the music because I'm sorry to everybody out there that loves J-pop whatever. I can't stand it. I can't. Just not for me. But this
Do you
is
do you consider Vocaloids to be J-pop?
I'm not a huge fan of them.
But that's not what I was asking.
I know that's not what you're asking, but I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Like any Vocaloids?
Like any specific Vocaloid music,
Oh,
like I know
that
I've
was
listened to them before, but like it's it's just never been a thing for me.
fair enough. Anyways, um, yeah, no, like it's it was interesting that all the music was in English.
Yeah, that was very different, and I wasn't expecting it when I first picked it up.
Correction, there's two songs that one was in Latin, the other was in French.
Oh my god, the Latin rap. Holy crap.
For some reason, it didn't give me subtitles for that.
No, it didn't for me either.
So the thing is with this series is it's a Netflix anime,
Yep.
and
I believe the first season. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the first season was on its own, and the second season was Netflix pulling its weight around, or it could just be Netflix pulling its weight around. It doesn't matter.
well, I watched it on Netflix, and only the first 12 episodes of the first season was on Netflix.
Yeah, and there are two seasons.
Yes, there should be like 24 episodes.
Yeah.
But yes, the but each season obviously like is something different. Like the first season ended really well. And like the whole story is about two 17-year-old girls, Carol and Tuesday, that Carol is pretty much like an orphan
Yeah.
and
So,
is just kind of like living on her own in the city and just can't really hold down like a job or whatever, but like she wants to play the piano and play music. And then Tuesday ran away from like of what looks like a very wealthy home to the city where she runs into Carol on like just like playing her piano on on like the street and stuff, and they end up like hitting it off and just kind of like playing music together and become like really close friends
hmm
and like just basically form like a little group that way. And they sneak into a place, play some music, get record like this one like tech guy sees them, records it, and they blow up as like a viral video, and then like an old retired musician ends up like becoming their manager, while like so him and the tech guy are trying to help these girls like get discovered and stuff like that. It was a cute series, and like I loved Tuesday's character. She was super cute.
Yeah. Okay.
Like she was adorable.
So, I kind of want to go into the culture thing real quick because there's one particular thing that comes to mind when we're talking about this show,
It
is
takes place on Mars.
well, it takes place on Mars, which is weird. Comes into play kind of in the second season. So in the first season, it's like why is that important? And it's not really.
No.
But this kind of um this kind of view on music is a more Western view. Cause so for example, in Japan, the typical top charts of music is like being on the top charts for a month in Japan is the equivalent of it being for only for being an entire year in the United States.
Hmm. So music flows really quickly in Japan.
Yes, and that's just the culture in general is progressing in Japan in that form. So in so this kind of harkens back to a problem that the United States has, where things become formulaic. If you notice that a lot of popular music, specifically pop music, is very repetitive and very much monotone. I shouldn't say monotone because obviously it has the spectrum, but is all very similar. I don't know if you've ever heard the Four Chords song,
Yes, I have.
which is a
From the
fantastic,
axis, it's from the axis of awesome.
which is awesome. But you hear the same chord progression in every single song. Like it's absurd how the same four chords are used in so much popular music over the
to lay
years.
the the bass rhythm down.
Yeah, to lay everything down. But the reason why I wanted to point that out is because this show focuses on that aspect in a much different way than we normally see. Because so Carole and Tuesday are creating their own music. They're writing it. They're coming up with the chords. They're coming up with. They're basically from scratch writing their songs.
Yes, like musicians used to do.
Yeah, like used to, and this is in the air quotes because obviously today we still see them making, artists still make their own music
Like
and
all musicians used to.
yes, but there's in this particular futuristic utopia, all of these songs are formulated by machines.
By AI. Like AI are everywhere.
Yes, which takes away the personal aspect of music because it's no longer a work of some person, it's a work of a machine. And how like some formula is like this will make a top hit song because it hits all of these check marks and whatever. So this kind of it's kind of like reintroducing the human element into a deprived society.
In a degree, yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's not the name of the show. It's not the reason for the show to exist. I think it's just a really good uh, kind of thing to talk about.
Yeah, it's like it's there, and it actually like kind of plays a little bit into like another like set of characters like on the side. There's Angela and Tao.
Yes. Um,
The whole thing is there's a character Angela where it keeps cutting to like her and her story. She's a child like actress slash like model or whatever, and she may just have been a model of whatever, but like she wants to become a singer so she'll still be known when she becomes an adult. And they go to this one I guess producer, like music producer. His name's Tao, and like he's like the best, like one of the best in the business. And his whole thing is all of his music that he's ever put out and produced has been made by AI. And like he has these AIs like formulate and like run data and just craft these perfect songs and has the AIs perform them, and everybody like everybody loves it because it follows the trends. It's perfect. It's what the people want. And Angela comes in and he's just like, you are the first human that I'm is ever gonna sing a song that I'll make or whatever. And like the AIs make the songs, but Angela's the one who's singing them or is going to sing them, and it's different. And like towards the end, after Tao hears Carole and Tuesday and like asks them like, oh, who wrote your music, and Carole and Tuesday are just like, we wrote them ourselves. He's just like, okay, walks away and basically makes changes the music Angela sings based off his own like gut feeling.
yeah,
He doesn't have the AI run it to like change the music. He changes it himself.
and that's, I mean, again, that's the reintroduction to the human element, which is
Yes, which is incredible. It's all about like having your music reach out to people, and like you put like your heart and soul into it, and people will realize that and it'll touch their hearts.
so. Another side a side tangent along the main storyline. And I'm pretty sure that you didn't get this part because I'm pretty sure it's in season 2. Is the Artigun arc,
That DJ guy?
the DJ guy? So I believe it's the beginning of the second season. Do you want spoilers?
I probably won't end up watching the second season, so go for it.
That's fair. Um, but he comes out and he uh, he gets everything repossessed.
Ha!
He loses his house. He loses everything because his AI went rogue and basically decided to live it up in his stead.
Oh dear God.
So without the computer, he becomes essentially a nobody. And it's a huge blow to his ego. It's a huge blow to like it's horrible, and it's there's like a subplot of him coming back and like returning to the scene alongside Carole and Tuesday doing their own thing because again Artigun's music was all done by AI. Not all. When he started off it wasn't, but then it became just easier and more efficient and
He had to get back to his
more
roots.
predictable. It there's I think there's just a lot that this show is trying to express and not directly say.
Yeah. Like I can see that where it's just kind of like people tend to let fame go to their heads and they forget where they came from.
Yeah.
And it's basically about like supporting the masses and not like trying to enjoy it yourself. Like it tells a lot. The show does do like tell a decent amount about like the music industry.
Yeah. Well, like it it does raise a question. At what point does it go from being passion filled to being a job?
Yeah, like where is that line drawn? Because like during the entire time in the first season that like Carol and Tuesday are like kind of trying to like find a break or like trying to get discovered, like they're having fun while doing it. Like they're doing it because they're enjoying it. They're not like granted, yes, they want to be like famous and like play music and stuff and everything, but it's not like they're letting it consume them.
It's
And they don't get like disheartened and stuff when like stuff doesn't work out. Like one of the first big things that they did was they were going to cover for like this one band like a big music festival, and like they start playing and like everybody's like booing them and like throwing cans and stuff because it's not the band that's supposed to be there.
yeah. There
And like they continue playing until like they get interrupted by like the actual band coming on. Like they like the main singer, whoever, ends up like coming back and playing, but that's not important. Then they leave the stage and they're upset, but a singer performer that like they look up to is just like, you guys are incredible for continuing to play even while people were booing you. It's like, like you guys keep doing that, and like it brought them back and like they enjoyed the experience.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that it was just good timing to have, like, it's been a long time since we just had like a wholehearted anime.
This was a very sweet, lighthearted series. And then like towards the end, just fuck that Cybele bitch. Like
Oh yeah.
the fucking creepy stalker.
Oh yeah, that was
Like the moment she came in, I was just like, what the fuck?
well, I mean, and then there was I again I'm not sure if it was second season. I'm pretty sure it was second season. But like people coming up and claiming to be Carole's parents.
Oh,
Oh yeah. There was like just just that whole dynamic was just super rough. Um,
I bet like that. Like, ugh.
and I don't know how far into Tuesday's backstory you got, but her
Basically, like all I know is that like her mom is running for like president or something like that of
yeah,
Mars.
so her mom's a politician, and um, it's so she's having identity things because she doesn't agree with her mother, what her mother's doing or saying,
And her
and
mom is basically calling her like useless.
well, in season two, it's revealed that her mom's taking political advice from an AI to win the vote,
Oh God.
which is so like that again is a whole nother side story thing, and it's actually really well done, I think. Um,
I bet. Honestly, I might take a look at the second season.
but there's I think a lot of the stuff that was in the first season kind of wraps up in the second or has its own arc in the second, which
Yeah.
kind of just makes it more cohesive. Kind of gives these characters a little bit more depth, which I think is what it needed to be, right? So like how you said, like it's slow to start off, but got better and better, and like had a really decent ending. Um, it kind of had that snowball effect where it just starts off so slow,
Yeah.
but like
Not like Steins Gate slow. Fuck.
no, not Steins Gate slow, but it
Oh
does
my God.
it does take a little bit to get introduced to the world itself.
Yeah.
Um, that being said, it's once you hit that critical mass, it's just you get to that ending, and it's that ending is it's a good ending. I'm not going to say it's perfect or it's great. I'm going to say it's solid. It's a solid ending.
Yeah.
But in season two, it goes more into the explanations of what's going on around them, why they are where they are, who the main characters are, like in relation to others outside of the main two.
It basically does a lot of like building,
It does, um,
world building.
yes, but it keeps that momentum, right?
Oh. Okay.
So it doesn't go like, okay, we're back to square one. Like we've had a couple shows that did that, specifically Steins Gate. Remember, like the start of the second season was super slow again, right?
Oh my god.
So like it does keep things moving for our main characters, but along with the main characters moving along, you see these side characters end up having their own arc,
Yeah. Okay.
which, I mean, like there is a actual Tata or Tao and Angela arc, right? Because you get a little bit of that. You don't get too much into it, but like it goes so much deeper and goes more into the workings of the world itself. So it's not just them, it's what they're doing to the place around them. It's what they're doing to Mars and the community.
Mm.
So
I might have to take a look at the second season then.
I I recommend it just because I think that it's like there are shows that specifically don't do anything for you. You know what I mean? Like you sit there, you enjoy them, and they're done.
Yeah.
Like this series, I feel like I feel better after watching it,
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
No, it does. Like, it was a very feel-good series.
And I don't know about you, but I needed a very feel good series. It's
uh,
Wisconsin. It got cold. I got depressed. School was bad. Um,
I work.
I hear you. Well, um, there's there's one other thing that I was gonna say before we wrap things up. Um, oh, the Mermaid Sisters.
Oh my god. Just both of them. That, like, one chick before him, too.
The one chick before them?
The one that sang, like, it's just like, oh, when I sing, I leave my body and become one with
Oh,
the
okay,
universe.
okay. So she was super weird, but like
Like,
I
okay,
I
no, no,
did
no, no.
not stop laughing the entire Mermaid Sisters song. I did not.
I, like, the chick before made me question, like, what the fuck is wrong with her? And then, like, then those guys came on, and I was just like, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is their deal gonna be? And then just like they started quote unquote singing, and I'm just like, what are they, are they say, like my subtitles killed, and I'm just like, I ended up skipping it because I got really uncomfortable listening to it.
Oh, it was something.
Like I got really uncomfortable
I mean, I think that was
because
that was
there's
that was the point though.
I know, and like I ended up skipping ahead and stuff, and like like when I skipped ahead, like even the judge is just like stop. I'm just like thank you.
But that was the point, right? Like these
How did they get past the audition?
I have a feeling their audition was something completely different, and then they ended up like last minute changing to whatever they just sung, and
That's what I was thinking.
like they weren't there to they
Win.
weren't there to win. They were there to send a message,
Ugh.
which I mean,
Which is fucking bullshit.
fucking bullshit. God, but it was I
I
I
love how that's the one thing you wanted to mention.
I wanted to mention it because it showed when people actually didn't use like that song obviously wasn't AI,
Yeah.
right? Like it was the only obvious not AI song that any of the other competitors used.
Yeah, because it was definitely different, and
Like but but the reason why is because instead of it being about their emotion and their connection with other people and their whatever, it was literally just them trying to send a message of something that didn't matter, or like that didn't reach its people, because obviously they were just doing it to send a message, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of gave, so yes, I understand, like, don't get me wrong, skip that part for all I care. Like, it's
It
it's
gave
super.
it gave contrast to Tuesday and Carol and Tuesday's performance.
It did, but in a different way than had been done before, because it's like, oh, there aren't people who create their own music. No, the people who are creating their own music aren't doing it for the sake of music and creation. They're doing it to send a message,
Yeah.
which, I mean, uh gives artists who aren't using uh the AIs kind of a bad reputation,
Yeah.
which I think it adds to something. Don't get me wrong, I think they could have cut it off way sooner than they did, but
After like the very opening of it, you mean?
yes, or like have the opening just very much shorter, and then like the what would be considered the chorus, and then cut it off after that. Like,
That or the very first time they say fucking bullshit, the judge is just like, nope.
or been like, or like fucking bullshit, like say fucking bullshit like four times, right?
Yeah.
And then because it goes fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit, and then no, it goes right into the chorus. It's all like, I can't stand all this, um, motherfucking bullshit, right? And then they
I
cut it
don't
right
even
there.
remember.
They cut it right there, like, that would make sense. But I think it was more padding than anything else.
Yeah. They
Which,
oh my gosh. I can't tell you how many times when like during the songs and stuff when they would cut away to just like the still images and not like no animation. I'm just like, that's how you save budget. I can't tell you how many times I pointed that out to myself.
I mean, in all fairness, a lot, like, there's not a whole lot going on, so they could have just
No.
reused the same thing. Like, I don't know. I don't think that subtracted anything from
No,
it.
no, 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 no. I'm not saying it did. I'm just saying like I was laughing more at that like whenever they did that because it's like because of this fucking show that we do, I notice these things and like I actually point them out to myself.
Um, Actually, that's really interesting because anime in itself is made in a way that is money efficient. So at times, uh, not current anime, older anime typically would drop from a typical 30 frames to like 25, or even worse, to like 20 at points, to save on budget.
I can see it.
And it's actually, for the longest time, was kind of the staple of anime, and why some of the older anime is so hard to watch now. Kind of gives you migraines because you expect there to be movement and there isn't.
Yeah. Like the like I said with this show, I did not like its animation style. But it was like one of the things I noticed was it was pretty reminiscent to like older style.
Yeah, I think I think it was just more for the artistic flair than anything else.
That's what I'm saying. It's like artistic wise, like, but it like during the songs especially, like the animation was very fluid and very like lots of frames. I guess is a good way of putting it. Like you could tell it like they put a lot of time into doing those like that animation work.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, that's kind of where you want the animation to be, right? Like,
Oh, without a doubt. It's just like when you're watching like Dragon Ball Z or One Punch Man during the actual fight scenes.
yeah, where obviously you want the animation to be the most efficient. So parts where it's at a lull, you're not going to want to do a
Hmm.
whole lot with.
No, I agree.
So
Like, anyways,
Yeah. Regardless, oh, I liked it.
I thought it was really good. I thought the story was really good. It
Yeah,
was nice to it was nice to get something lighthearted as a suggestion from you this time.
dude. I figured I owed you one. I owed you one, cause
Yeah.
it's been kind of a rough patch, but I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. So, anyways, I've got a show for you.
All right, let me get up Google. We got the
Get up
giggles. We got the giggles up. All right,
the Jujel.
the jujels, the Gugaldas.
Jugal or it is Jujel from Big Mouth.
Gotcha. All right.
Jujel it. That that's a show I gotta have you watch at some point.
Oh goodness, that's gonna be a treat.
But it's Netflix only.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Anyways, it yeah. Anyways, the show I'm giving you is Tonari no Seki-kun.
Uh, okay. Oh, look, I spelled it completely wrong, and it still gave me what I was looking for. Oh
T
goodness.
Tonari
Yeah, I
no.
got it. We're
Okay.
good. The Master of Killing Time. Oh God. Oh God. Okay.
I've I, yeah. So that's my show to you.
Sounds like it'll be interesting.
So join us next time for that.
Yeah. Fun. Bye.
Bye. Bye.